know, the dream of advanced manufacturing is push-button, one-step manufacturing, art to part, utterly seamlessly, no multiple steps in between. I'm with Duane Scott, he's Business Development Manager for Additive Strategy for Autodesk. Duane, manufacturing-aware software. Now that sort of, it almost sounds like sci-fi, this sort of thing. What do we mean by manufacture-aware software?
I think it's more common sense. So if you design something, not being aware of what process you're going to use to make it, the chances of success are very, very, very low. And so what we're trying to do is put as much intelligence about the manufacturing process into our design software up front, so that designers, engineers can know how to design for that particular process. We're pushing this first with additive manufacturing because it's such a digital, there's a room for digital workflow, so we can make this happen through design optimization, simulation, and generative design.
Traditionally, the traditional manufacturing world I come from, part designer designs the part, manufacturing engineer runs back waving a blueprint and says, this is nonsense, I can't make this.
Yes.
I remove that undercut, change that boss, exactly. And slowly there's a negotiation between the two, and after a few weeks you get a producible part. So a lot of time is wasted there, there's some cost involved in that. Can we truly eliminate that?
We can learn faster. So we're not going to say you're going to have the instant solution to your problem using design software. What we're going to say is we're going to guide you to explore how to make that happen. So with our generative design software, what you do is you input the problem. You say, this is the kind of space I can work in, this is the loads, this is the kind of force that's going to be on the part, and these are materials I'm willing to explore to make it happen. Then our software will generate tens to hundreds of options for you to then explore. Then you can weigh off the criteria. So if you say weight's more important than stiffness or strength's more important than surface properties, you can compare those in a graph and find a design which will better suit your requirements. But the kernel of the simulation is based on a manufacturing process. So it knows that you can't have something beyond a certain bounding box. You need undercuts, you need support material. So it'll give you solutions which can be manufactured.
Now, in the subtractive world, of course, the route to high efficiency, speed to market, low cost, we just simulate as much as possible up front to only cut metal at the end of the process. But now in the additive world, you can't iterate your way to greatness. You can try something 20 times to get the design just right. So is there a right or wrong way to do this?
You can iterate physically, but you still need to design it, manufacture it, allow it to cool, machine it, test it. And that still takes a long time. Instead of doing a linear process where you do step changes iteratively, you can do it simultaneously, so you save a lot of time.
Manufacturing-aware software, we're talking about 3D printing. Additive is exclusive to additive manufacturing. Is this software usable for subtractive technology too?
We're starting with additive manufacturing because we can have a lot of control over the process, and you can have really complex parts. But we're also doing it with subtractive processes as well. For instance, with this design here, this is your typically designed CNC milled part, and it's pretty heavy, but we can optimize it. We take the same basic geometry and add a ladder structure and make it much lighter. But then we can also take the same design criteria and use generative design to make it for a 5-axis CNC mill, and you get a different shape again. So they all meet the requirements for the design, but have radically different forms and weights. So you can offset what's the process you want to use and what your criteria is as far as strength, weight, speed, cost.
Manufacturing-aware software, lighter, stronger, faster parts, says Duane Scott, Business Development Manager at Autodesk.